Welcome to the CarGurus used car review of the Mercedes-Benz A-Class. We're going to give you a few pointers as to what to look out for if you're in the market for one of these cars, which serves as a rival to the BMW 1 Series and Audi A3. The fact we are comparing the A-Class with such rivals is key here, because this third generation model is far more conventional in design than its cutting-edge predecessors. It was built between 2012 and 2018 with a minor facelift in 2015. Now let's get this bit out of the way first, because when Mercedes switched over from the shape of the old A-Class to this new model, it introduced this slightly strange shaped boot opening. So these lights really intrude at the sides, giving this narrow space. That makes it just that bit more awkward to load in big items like baby buggies or golf clubs. The boot capacity itself is also not huge. There's a bit more storage underneath there, but it's certainly not the biggest car. These rear door openings, also a little bit on the pokey side. Once you're in, however, there's actually a decent amount of space. I'm not quite 6 foot, but I do have enough legroom here, helped by the way these seats are scooped out in front of me. And although headroom's not overly generous, it's okay, although it is a little bit claustrophobic the way the roof comes down here. Also, this middle seat is very narrow. I'm not sure I'd fancy it for a long journey. Plus there is a transmission tunnel to straddle here as well. In the front you get a dashboard that is typically Mercedes in look and feel, with a tablet-like central screen fixed above the cool circular air vents. It's a shame, however, that DAB radio was an expensive optional extra. It's here in the front, of course, that the A-Class really starts to make sense, with the quality and style that you expect of something with the three-pointed star. It's worth noting too that if the car you're looking at doesn't have sat-nav included, you can add it easily enough by buying the relevant SD card and putting it in this slot down here. With the A-Class being popular with both private and fleet users, there's a good range of petrol and diesel models to choose from. Of these, the diesels are more flexible and have more mid-range pulling power, but they're also a bit noisier in the A-Class, particularly when revved. For the smoothest ride, you'll want a car on 16-inch wheels, or better still, one of the post-2015 facelift cars, particularly if it's equipped with adaptive suspension. Handling in general favours grip over agility, but the A-Class is still perfectly competent. If you want a really fast A-Class, then go for the AMG A45 version, which with its 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine and four-wheel drive will fire itself from 0 to 62 miles an hour in a fraction over 4 seconds. However, for most people, it will be lower running costs that are of more concern, in which case a diesel A-Class will return about 50 to 60 miles per gallon, whereas a car with a petrol engine will be more like 35 to 45 miles per gallon, all of which is perfectly respectable for a car of this type. There's more good news in that DPF problems don't seem to be a particular issue for A-Class diesels, and the gearboxes are proving reliable too. There have, however, been a couple of significant recalls for the A-Class, so it's worth checking with the Mercedes dealer that any work required for your car has been done. Also, as with any used car, you'll want to make sure that an A-Class has been serviced every 12 months. Bear in mind too that every 4 years it requires a bigger service that costs upwards of £600. So if you're looking at a car that's about that age, see if you can get the dealer to do the service as part of the deal. In terms of specification, even the basic SE includes essentials such as air conditioning and a Bluetooth phone connection, while moving up through the ranks to models such as Sport and AMG line add extras like climate control and more aggressive body styling. As ever, using CarGurus can help you see how the price of one car compares with others of similar mileage and specification in your local area, helping you to identify what's a fair deal. You can then use dealer ratings to see where will be a good place to buy from. So if an A-Class does take your fancy, why not start your search at cargurus.co.uk. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for more used car musings, head to the CarGurus blog.